You won't believe what's happening behind the scenes in the music industry right now. While everyone's eyes have been glued to the usual headline-making artists, a quiet storm has been brewing, and it's centered on none other than Doechii. Fans are shocked because what looks like a natural rise in her career isn't random at all. Insiders claim it's been meticulously orchestrated. And the moves behind her sudden visibility suggest a carefully planned industry push that most people haven't even noticed. Emotions ran high across social media as fans tried to piece together the puzzle, pointing to playlist placements, celebrity endorsements, and strategic collaborations that appeared almost too perfect to be coincidental. The buzz started when Doechii began appearing on playlists alongside some of hip-hop's biggest names, while rumors swirled that top executives had quietly championed her every step of the way. Some fans noticed that every major feature, every viral clip, and every interview seemed to align with a larger, invisible timeline, sparking debates. Is this organic growth, or is someone pulling the strings behind the curtain? Social media erupted, and the family of fans was left divided, some celebrating her rapid rise, others questioning why the industry was suddenly so invested in her trajectory. Then came the cryptic hints, subtle shout-outs in major publications, unexpected endorsements from established artists, and even alleged insider posts hinting at strategic networking designed to accelerate her career. Fans are shocked because it felt like a game of chess being played in plain sight, each move carefully calculated, each appearance timed for maximum impact. Emotions ran high as speculation grew. Is Doechii just talented and lucky, or is the industry quietly engineering her climb to superstardom? By the end of the day, one thing was clear. What everyone thought was a casual rise to fame was, according to insiders, anything but accidental. And now, the story is about to get even deeper. The real push, the secret alliances, and the drama behind Doechii's ascent are all waiting to be revealed. The rise of Doechii has been so rapid and calculated that fans are beginning to wonder if what they are witnessing is entirely organic. According to multiple alleged insiders, her sudden visibility isn't just the result of talent and viral moments. It's a meticulously coordinated push by major players in the music industry. Early indicators appeared subtle Doechii landing features on influential playlists, strategic appearances at exclusive events, and collaborations that seemed almost too well-timed. Emotions ran high among fans as speculation spread, with some suggesting that a shadow network of executives and artists was orchestrating every step of her ascent, carefully crafting the narrative to maximize impact while keeping the public unaware of the full scope. Industry insiders allegedly revealed that key executives had been monitoring Doechii's social media, early releases, and even underground performances, identifying her as a rising talent capable of bridging multiple audiences. Once she was flagged, the strategy appeared to accelerate. Fans noticed that each new feature or collaboration was timed with viral trends, and her social media posts seemed to sync perfectly with broader cultural moments. Emotions ran high because these coincidences were so consistent that it sparked conversations across forums, YouTube breakdowns, and fan pages about the engineered nature of her rise. The family of fans was left divided. Some celebrated her talent, while others questioned whether her success was more about industry mechanics than genuine audience demand. Rumors began circulating that some of Doechii's biggest collaborations weren't accidental, either. Allegedly, top artists were approached behind the scenes to support her projects, creating a network of influence that amplified her reach. Fans are shocked because these moves appeared to come out of nowhere, with some collaborations seemingly anticipating viral trends before they even emerged. Emotions ran high as speculation mounted, with many pointing out that her rise was not just impressive, it was orchestrated with precision. The timing of her social media activity, the selection of features, and even the release schedule of singles seemed to follow a calculated plan, giving the impression that someone was quietly steering the trajectory of her career. Adding to the intrigue, insiders claimed that certain labels had identified Doechii as a cultural pivot, someone who could influence both mainstream and underground scenes simultaneously. Allegedly, this designation came with strategic mentoring, media coaching, and behind-the-scenes guidance designed to position her as both a credible artist and a commercially viable brand. Fans immediately took notice of the subtle signs. Appearances at high-profile events, interviews with influential outlets, and unexpected shout-outs from established stars. Emotions ran high as these moments were dissected in forums and reaction videos, with fans trying to connect the dots between talent, timing, and industry orchestration. The family of fans was left divided, with some applauding her rise as genius-level strategy and others skeptical about the hidden forces guiding her ascent. The social media reaction was immediate. Clips of Doechii performing, behind-the-scenes videos, and casual posts began trending, and fans were quick to speculate on how these moments aligned with broader industry strategy. Some claimed that the selection of songs and themes mirrored trending topics across platforms, suggesting a calculated approach rather than organic creativity. Fans are shocked because what seemed like spontaneous viral moments were suddenly interpreted as part of a larger plan, designed to create buzz, maintain momentum, and position Doechii as the next big figure in hip-hop. Emotions ran high as discussions about industry manipulation mixed with admiration for her talent, leaving the fan base divided but fully engaged in the narrative. Alleged insiders went even further, claiming that Doechii's management team was working closely with influential tastemakers to orchestrate her rise. According to these accounts, carefully planned interviews, selective media exposure, and strategic networking were all part of a coordinated effort to amplify her visibility. Fans analyzed every detail, noting that every feature, every playlist placement, and every viral moment seemed to coincide with key cultural events. Emotions ran high because the perceived precision of the strategy suggested that nothing was left to chance, and that the industry was quietly orchestrating her career to maximize her potential impact. Fans are shocked because the subtlety of the execution made it nearly invisible to the casual observer, creating an almost hidden hand effect in her rise to prominence. Adding layers to the story, rumors emerged that Doechii's early social media content had been intentionally curated to appeal to multiple audiences simultaneously. Allegedly, posts were designed to resonate with both mainstream fans and underground communities, creating a sense of authenticity while simultaneously building broad appeal. Fans noticed that her content strategy seemed unusually savvy for someone at her stage in the career, leading to speculation that industry advisors were guiding her every move. Emotions ran high as fans debated whether her authenticity was genuine or part of the larger narrative, leaving the family of followers divided between admiration, skepticism, and curiosity about the real forces at play. In addition to social media, alleged insider accounts suggested that Doechii's collaborations with established artists were timed to perfection. Fans pointed out that each feature coincided with trending moments, viral challenges, or major cultural conversations, enhancing her visibility without appearing forced. Emotions ran high as observers dissected each release, noting patterns that seemed too precise to be coincidental. Fans are shocked because the timing of these collaborations suggested not only strategic foresight, but also a coordinated effort to ensure that every step of her career garnered maximum attention. The family of fans remained captivated, debating the balance between talent, luck, and calculated industry support. Meanwhile, the media coverage of Doechii appeared to follow a similarly orchestrated pattern. Allegedly, key outlets were briefed in advance to feature her in prominent stories, interviews, and highlight reels, ensuring that each narrative reinforced the carefully constructed image of a rising star. Fans noticed the consistency of the coverage, claiming that each article and video seemed to echo a larger plan designed to accelerate her rise. Emotions ran high because this suggested a level of strategic planning that most fans had not considered, turning what might have seemed like organic popularity into a carefully guided ascent. Fans are shocked because the story implied that her trajectory was the result of both talent and a highly orchestrated industry push. Adding drama to the narrative, reaction channels began analyzing the subtleties of Doechii's rise. Each playlist placement, celebrity endorsement, and interview was scrutinized for hidden meaning, suggesting a carefully calculated push by insiders. Fans were quick to jump into the conversation, creating timelines, theories, and viral threads attempting to decode the story behind the scenes. Emotions ran high as speculation blended with admiration, leaving the fan base both fascinated and divided. Fans are shocked because the rise of Doechii appeared not just as a natural progression, but as part of a meticulously designed plan orchestrated by unseen hands in the industry. Even further, alleged sources claimed that Doechii's team had access to predictive analytics, using data to determine optimal release dates, social media strategies, and collaborations. Fans immediately noticed the uncanny precision of her career moves, noting that every viral moment seemed aligned with cultural trends, trending challenges, or media cycles. Emotions ran high because this suggested a level of strategic intelligence rarely discussed publicly in the industry, positioning Doechii as a beneficiary of both talent and insider guidance. Fans are shocked because it reframed her rise as not just a story of skill, but also a carefully engineered path to visibility and influence. Finally, the narrative suggested that the industry's quiet push wasn't limited to media or collaborations. Allegedly, mentorship, guidance, and selective exposure were all part of a multi-layered strategy to ensure that Doechii's rise would be sustainable and impactful. Fans dissected each public appearance, noting how her presence seemed amplified by strategic pairings and carefully timed events. Emotions ran high as the fan base debated whether the rise was purely deserved, partially engineered, or a combination of both. Fans are shocked because the story positioned Doechii not just as a rising artist, but as the centerpiece of a calculated push, orchestrated to create maximum cultural and commercial impact. By the end of this period, the picture that emerged was one of meticulous orchestration, strategic planning, and subtle guidance, all seemingly invisible to the casual observer. Fans are shocked because what appeared to be a series of fortunate breaks was increasingly interpreted as a carefully coordinated series of moves designed to elevate Doechii in the eyes of the public, industry, and culture. Emotions ran high, and the family of fans remained captivated and divided, debating every detail while eagerly anticipating the next move in her seemingly unstoppable ascent. As the story of Doechii's rise continued to unfold, the industry whispers grew louder, with alleged insiders claiming that the push behind her wasn't just about creating viral moments. It was about shaping a long-term narrative. According to these accounts, executives saw Doechii as a rare talent who could simultaneously appeal to multiple audiences, bridging gaps between mainstream hip-hop, pop, and underground scenes. Fans are shocked because the subtlety of her ascent suggested orchestration at a level rarely acknowledged outside of the inner circles of major labels. Emotions ran high as discussion threads exploded across social media, with each new appearance or collaboration dissected for clues about the forces supposedly guiding her career. Rumors intensified when it was suggested that key collaborations weren't organic, but the result of carefully negotiated agreements designed to position her strategically. Allegedly, these partnerships were chosen to maximize exposure in influential demographics while maintaining her credibility with core fans. Fans immediately analyzed each release, pointing out patterns in feature selections, production styles, and even the timing of announcements. Emotions ran high as they debated whether these moves were orchestrated by behind-the-scenes executives or simply the result of Doechii's talent and networking skills. Fans are shocked because what appeared as spontaneous career highlights were increasingly interpreted as part of a calculated playbook. Adding fuel to the speculation, insiders allegedly revealed that Doechii's marketing team had been running a near-invisible social media campaign, strategically amplifying her presence without making it seem forced. Every Instagram snippet, TikTok clip, and Twitter post was reportedly timed to coincide with trending challenges, celebrity mentions, or industry events. Fans are shocked because it seemed like every viral moment had a hidden layer of intention behind it. Emotions ran high as online communities scrambled to connect the dots, creating elaborate timelines and theories that tracked her appearances, posts, and collaborations, as if decoding a secret blueprint for her rise. The narrative grew more intense when alleged leaked communications surfaced online. Some claimed these messages showed conversations between Doechii's team and influential industry figures, discussing strategies to optimize her visibility and leverage emerging trends. Fans dissected these supposed leaks, analyzing wording, timing, and context, with some claiming they proved that every move was premeditated. Emotions ran high because these claims suggested a level of planning that few fans had anticipated. Doechii was being presented not just as an artist, but as a carefully curated cultural phenomenon. Fans are shocked because it reframed her rise as the product of both talent and strategic orchestration, merging art and industry maneuvering in a seamless, almost invisible way. Meanwhile, the alleged insiders also hinted at tensions behind the scenes. Some suggested that other emerging artists were aware of Doechii's push and felt overshadowed or frustrated by the sudden attention she received. Fans speculated that this led to unspoken rivalries and subtle social media jabs, with online debates flaring up around perceived favoritism and industry bias. Emotions ran high as followers of different artists weighed in, defending or criticizing the supposed strategy behind Doechii's ascent. Fans are shocked because the story added a layer of backstage drama, implying that her rise might have created friction not just publicly, but privately within the artist community. Further speculation arose when reaction channels began connecting Doechii's every move with broader industry patterns. Analysts pointed out that her playlist placements, award show appearances, and celebrity endorsements coincided with moments when other emerging artists were receiving less visibility. Fans immediately began theorizing that this was intentional, a calculated move to cement Doechii's position in the market while minimizing competition. Emotions ran high because the narrative suggested that her rise wasn't merely organic, but part of a strategic industry design. Fans are shocked because this added a layer of intrigue, painting her career as a chess game in which every move was carefully planned. In addition to collaborations and strategic visibility, insiders allegedly revealed that Doechii's branding and public image were heavily influenced by behind-the-scenes advisors. Fans noticed a shift in how she presented herself, from wardrobe choices to music videos, interviews, and social media persona, interpreting these changes as calculated efforts to appeal to wider demographics. Emotions ran high as theories circulated about which decisions were authentic and which were guided by industry mentors or label strategists. Fans are shocked because the level of detail and coordination implied that her public image was the product of meticulous planning rather than spontaneous development, suggesting a broader strategy to make her a household name. Adding even more drama, some alleged that established artists had been subtly nudged to endorse or collaborate with Doechii at precise moments, maximizing the impact of each move. Fans noted that these endorsements often occurred during viral moments, award shows, or major industry announcements, as if her ascent were being amplified at key cultural junctures. Emotions ran high because this implied orchestration at a scale beyond typical artist collaborations. Fans are shocked because it suggested that every endorsement, every collaboration, and every public appearance was being timed to perfection, further fueling speculation that her rise was anything but accidental. The social media response only amplified the story. Fans noticed that viral clips, TikTok challenges, and fan-generated content seemed to align perfectly with her release schedule, creating momentum that appeared premeditated. Allegedly, Doechii's team used analytics to predict audience behavior and strategically time content drops, ensuring maximum engagement. Fans are shocked because it seemed as if she was being guided by unseen hands that could anticipate and manipulate cultural trends. Emotions ran high as reaction videos, live stream analyses, and online threads dissected every post, every snippet, and every collaboration, creating a collective narrative about her rise that blended admiration, skepticism, and fascination. Meanwhile, alleged behind-the-scenes drama suggested that there were disagreements about how far the industry push should go. Some insiders hinted that mentors, producers, and executives debated how to maintain her authenticity while elevating her visibility, creating tension in strategy meetings. Fans speculated that subtle social media posts or cryptic interviews might reflect these internal disagreements. Emotions ran high as followers tried to read between the lines, interpreting her persona and public behavior as coded messages about industry maneuvering. Fans are shocked because the narrative implied that her ascent wasn't just about promotion, but also about balancing artistic integrity with strategic guidance. Adding another layer, sources claimed that Doechii's team was leveraging data to predict cultural trends and align her projects with them. From music video aesthetics to the lyrical content of singles, every move was allegedly designed to resonate with current conversations in music, fashion, and social media culture. Fans noticed uncanny synchronicity between her content and viral trends, fueling theories that her rise was guided by a sophisticated understanding of cultural timing. Emotions ran high because it seemed that her career wasn't just being promoted. It was being engineered to hit at precisely the right moments for maximum impact. Fans are shocked because this level of strategic insight into trends suggested that her team was operating at a level rarely seen in emerging artist campaigns. Even her live performances became a point of speculation. Allegedly, stage appearances and tour scheduling were designed to coincide with high-visibility moments in pop culture, creating the impression of spontaneous virality while following a meticulously crafted plan. Fans are shocked because what appeared to be organic buzz around performances was now being interpreted as part of a larger strategy to cement her position in the industry. Emotions ran high as online discussions dissected every concert snippet, setlist choice, and public appearance, looking for evidence of planning and calculated exposure. The family of fans was divided, with some admiring her talent and execution, while others debated how much of it was engineered by industry forces behind the scenes. Meanwhile, fan channels speculated about the role of visual branding in her rise. Allegedly, every aesthetic decision, from album art to music video styling, was chosen to appeal to both mainstream and underground audiences simultaneously. Fans are shocked because it appeared that even the visual narrative surrounding Doechii was part of a carefully coordinated campaign. Emotions ran high as breakdowns of visuals flooded social media, with detailed analyses connecting every color palette, costume choice, and scene to potential trends and audience reactions. Fans debated the line between authenticity and orchestration, further fueling speculation about the depth of planning behind her rise. Finally, the narrative hinted that some of Doechii's most viral moments were strategically seeded by industry insiders. Allegedly, social media challenges, fan engagement campaigns, and viral clips were designed to amplify attention without making the promotional push obvious. Fans dissected each viral moment, claiming that even seemingly casual content was part of a broader strategy to cement her influence. Emotions ran high as forums, reaction videos, and live streams exploded with speculation, dissecting timing, audience response, and potential insider influence. Fans are shocked because what seemed like a spontaneous surge of popularity was increasingly interpreted as a meticulously orchestrated climb, blending talent, timing, and strategic guidance into one seamless trajectory. By the end of this phase, the picture was clear. Doechii's rise was being interpreted not just as a product of talent, but as a carefully orchestrated strategy by industry insiders leveraging social media, collaborations, viral trends, and cultural timing. Fans are shocked because what appeared organic was increasingly seen as a precise, calculated ascent engineered to maximize visibility, influence, and impact. Emotions ran high, and the family of fans remained captivated, analyzing every new post, collaboration, or interview as a potential clue to the ongoing narrative of her rise. As the narrative around Doechii's rise continued to unfold, more alleged insider details emerged, painting a picture of an artist whose trajectory was being carefully nurtured by strategic forces behind the scenes. Fans are shocked because, according to these accounts, the moves that once seemed spontaneous, viral TikToks, sudden high-profile features, and unexpected media shoutouts were part of a broader plan. Emotions ran high as enthusiasts across YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram scrambled to dissect every post, every release, and every public appearance, trying to determine where the industry's hand ended and her talent began. Some claimed that even seemingly small interactions with influencers, podcasters, and social media personalities were calculated, designed to increase engagement and build her narrative across multiple platforms. Allegedly, Doechii's management team had been in constant consultation with high-level executives to ensure that every release, from singles to music videos, aligned with ongoing cultural trends. Fans noticed that her collaborations and appearances often coincided with viral challenges, trending hashtags, or major pop culture moments, suggesting a level of planning that went beyond typical promotion. Emotions ran high as online communities debated whether these carefully timed moves were genius marketing or manipulation. Fans are shocked because the precision with which her career seemed to be unfolding hinted at orchestration at a level rarely discussed outside insider circles. Meanwhile, whispers emerged that some of Doechii's collaborations with established artists were facilitated through unofficial channels, with executives reportedly nudging bigger names to align themselves with her rise. Fans immediately began analyzing each feature, trying to decode whether it was an organic artistic choice or a calculated strategic move. Emotions ran high because the timing of these collaborations often coincided with peak social media engagement or award show announcements, further fueling speculation that her rise was being carefully choreographed. Fans are shocked because these collaborations appeared to serve dual purposes, boosting her visibility while also signaling endorsement from respected artists within the industry. The story grew even more dramatic when alleged insider sources claimed that Doechii's team had access to advanced predictive analytics to determine the optimal timing for each release. Fans were quick to notice uncanny coincidences between her posts, music video drops, and viral trends on TikTok and Instagram, suggesting a data-driven strategy designed to amplify reach and influence. Emotions ran high as analysts and reaction channels dissected each movement, pointing out how her engagement metrics spiked at precisely the right moments, as if guided by unseen hands. Fans are shocked because this level of strategic insight implied that her trajectory was being meticulously guided to maximize cultural impact, not left to chance. Adding to the intrigue, alleged leaked communications hinted at subtle backstage tensions. Some suggested that mentors, producers, and label executives debated the balance between maintaining her authenticity and pushing for maximum visibility. Fans immediately speculated that cryptic Instagram posts, behind-the-scenes video snippets, and interview statements might be reflections of these internal discussions. Emotions ran high as online communities tried to interpret each gesture, phrase, and interaction, turning public appearances into fodder for debate about the hidden machinations driving her career. Fans are shocked because it framed Doechii's rise as not only a showcase of talent, but also a carefully negotiated balancing act between artistry and strategic promotion. Social media reactions only heightened the drama. Fans dissected every TikTok, Instagram post, and Twitter thread, noting how content seemed to mirror ongoing trends and cultural conversations. Allegedly, her team was orchestrating engagement campaigns, ensuring that viral moments coincided with specific releases or media attention. Emotions ran high because these campaigns made her rise appear both spontaneous and calculated, creating a sense of mystery around how much of her popularity was organic. Fans are shocked because this approach transformed her ascent into a puzzle, with followers trying to separate the art from the strategy, debating whether each success was earned, engineered, or both. Alleged insider leaks also suggested that Doechii's visual identity was being carefully curated to resonate across multiple demographics. Fans noted that music video aesthetics, wardrobe choices, and even lighting appeared designed to appeal simultaneously to mainstream audiences and underground communities. Emotions ran high as fans speculated whether these choices were purely artistic or guided by strategic advice. Fans are shocked because the apparent precision of her visual branding suggested coordination at a high level, creating an image that was simultaneously authentic and commercially viable. The family of fans became divided. Some lauded her stylistic versatility, while others debated how much of it was influenced by industry guidance. Meanwhile, alleged sources claimed that Doechii's appearances at award shows, industry events, and media outlets were carefully planned to maximize visibility while maintaining credibility. Fans pointed out that she seemed to surface at key moments, coinciding with trending topics, award nominations, or viral cultural moments. Emotions ran high because the timing of these appearances suggested orchestration, turning every public moment into a strategic tool. Fans are shocked because the alignment of events implied that her rise was guided not only by creative talent, but by a calculated understanding of cultural timing, media influence, and audience perception. Adding another layer, speculation around her fan interactions suggested intentional engagement to create virality. Fans noticed that Doechii often responded to trending topics, participated in challenges, or posted content that aligned with broader cultural conversations, amplifying her reach. Allegedly, her team advised her on which moments to engage with, ensuring that every post served a dual purpose, connecting with fans while furthering her visibility in key demographics. Emotions ran high as reaction channels highlighted these interactions, framing them as evidence of a carefully orchestrated push. Fans are shocked because what appeared casual and spontaneous was interpreted as part of a larger, deliberate strategy. The ongoing debate was further fueled by discussions about her collaborations with influencers, stylists, and fashion brands. Allegedly, these partnerships were selected not only to boost her visibility, but also to strategically position her as a cultural tastemaker. Fans dissected these alliances, noting patterns that suggested a coordinated effort to build her image in multiple spheres simultaneously. Emotions ran high as fans speculated about the degree of planning behind these partnerships, questioning whether the moves were organic, guided, or entirely staged. Fans are shocked because these strategic alignments suggested a comprehensive, multi-layered plan to elevate her status across music, fashion, and social media simultaneously. Adding even more intrigue, alleged insider accounts suggested that Doechii's viral moments were sometimes seeded by industry figures who knew how to amplify exposure without overtly promoting her. Fans noticed that sudden spikes in engagement often followed subtle cues, such as mentions by influential creators or timely reposts, creating the illusion of organic virality. Emotions ran high as these alleged manipulations blurred the line between earned attention and engineered hype. Fans are shocked because it implied that her cultural influence was being subtly shaped by behind-the-scenes maneuvering, turning her ascent into a carefully orchestrated phenomenon that appeared natural to the casual observer. Finally, speculation about her music itself added layers to the narrative. Allegedly, her team advised on themes, lyrical content, and production styles to align with trending sounds, ensuring that each release resonated with ongoing audience interests. Fans dissected each new track, noting synchronicity with viral trends and cultural conversations, and debated how much of her creative direction was influenced by strategic guidance. Emotions ran high as online communities analyzed lyrics, beats, and collaborations, trying to determine the boundary between artistry and orchestration. Fans are shocked because it painted a picture of Doechii not just as a rising artist, but as the centerpiece of a carefully orchestrated strategy to dominate cultural conversation while maintaining an image of authenticity. By the end of this stage, the story of Doechii's rise had evolved into a complex tapestry of calculated moves, strategic collaborations, social media precision, and cultural alignment. Fans are shocked because what initially appeared to be organic popularity increasingly resembled a meticulously engineered path, designed to maximize her impact, influence, and long-term presence in the industry. Emotions ran high, and the fan base remained captivated and divided, debating how much of her success was earned, guided, or orchestrated, while eagerly awaiting the next phase of her seemingly unstoppable ascent. As Doechii's profile continued to grow, the drama around her rise only intensified, with alleged insiders claiming that her career moves were now part of a multi-phase strategy designed to secure her long-term dominance in the industry. Fans are shocked because the trajectory that once seemed spontaneous now appeared to be the result of months, if not years, of calculated planning. Emotions ran high as reaction channels, forums, and social media communities dissected every public appearance, collaboration, and viral moment, trying to determine which moves were organic and which were orchestrated by executives, mentors, and behind-the-scenes strategists. The family of fans was divided. Some celebrated her brilliance and talent, while others questioned the authenticity of the meteoric rise, wondering if the hand of the industry had guided her every step. Allegedly, Doechii's team had been orchestrating collaborations with influential producers and artists to ensure that her sound remained both innovative and commercially appealing. Fans noticed that each new feature seemed perfectly timed, aligning with current trends and viral cultural moments. Emotions ran high as analysts compared the release dates, social media posts, and streaming numbers, suggesting a level of coordination beyond what casual observers could imagine. Fans are shocked because the careful synchronization of her releases appeared almost premeditated, reinforcing the narrative that her rise was anything but accidental. In addition to music collaborations, insiders claimed that Doechii's visual branding was being fine-tuned to appeal to both mainstream and niche audiences. Fans dissected her music videos, social media aesthetics, and fashion choices, noting that each element seemed designed to generate maximum engagement while maintaining a sense of authenticity. Emotions ran high as speculation circulated about whether her style and image were genuine self-expression or influenced heavily by strategists seeking to craft a marketable persona. Fans are shocked because the apparent precision suggested that every color choice, costume, and camera angle could have been carefully planned to enhance her overall impact. Meanwhile, alleged sources suggested that Doechii's social media team was running sophisticated engagement campaigns. By using analytics and audience behavior predictions, every post, story, or TikTok challenge was strategically timed to maximize visibility and virality. Fans were quick to notice these patterns, observing how spikes in engagement coincided with key releases, celebrity mentions, or trending topics. Emotions ran high as fans debated whether this level of strategic planning undermined her authenticity or simply showcased her team's genius. Fans are shocked because what seemed like organic fan interactions and viral content was increasingly interpreted as part of a larger, coordinated plan. The backstage narrative became even more dramatic when alleged leaks hinted at internal debates among executives regarding Doechii's next moves. Some insiders suggested that disagreements arose over which collaborations, media appearances, or endorsements would best serve her career trajectory. Fans speculated that cryptic Instagram posts, sudden public statements, or subtle shifts in messaging could reflect these internal discussions. Emotions ran high as the fan base dissected every nuance, interpreting minor details as clues to a complex network of strategy, negotiation, and planning. Fans are shocked because it painted a picture of an ascent carefully choreographed by industry forces while maintaining the illusion of spontaneity. Allegedly, some of Doechii's viral moments were strategically seeded to create maximum cultural impact. Fans pointed out that her TikTok clips, Instagram snippets, and music video teasers often aligned perfectly with trending hashtags, viral challenges, or significant cultural events. Emotions ran high as online communities debated the authenticity of these moments, wondering whether they were organic or manufactured for strategic advantage. Fans are shocked because the alignment of these viral moments suggested a level of precision that few emerging artists experience, indicating a deliberate plan to craft momentum at every stage of her career. Adding another layer of intrigue, insider speculation suggested that Doechii's mentorship and guidance network played a significant role in her rise. Fans analyzed interviews, social media interactions, and behind-the-scenes footage, trying to understand how much of her persona and creative direction was shaped by mentors, advisors, and collaborators. Emotions ran high as the fan base debated which aspects of her rise were driven by talent and which were the result of calculated guidance. Fans are shocked because it reframed her ascent as a combination of skill, strategy, and influence from unseen forces behind the scenes. Meanwhile, alleged accounts indicated that Doechii's team was also carefully monitoring fan engagement to optimize her public perception. Every viral clip, fan comment, and reaction video was reportedly analyzed to identify trends, refine content strategies, and determine which moves resonated most with audiences. Fans were shocked because it seemed that her team could anticipate and manipulate engagement patterns, ensuring that her rise maintained both momentum and relevance. Emotions ran high as observers tried to interpret whether this approach enhanced her authenticity or underscored the orchestrated nature of her popularity. Rumors of backstage tensions added more drama. Allegedly, other emerging artists noticed the precise orchestration behind Doechii's rise and expressed frustration or envy over the attention she was receiving. Fans speculated that this created subtle rivalries, social media feuds, or unspoken competition that added another dimension to her story. Emotions ran high as followers dissected interactions between artists, interpreting them as signs of industry dynamics, hidden alliances, or competitive strategies. Fans are shocked because the narrative suggested that her ascent not only involved careful planning, but also reshaped the competitive landscape around her, heightening the stakes for everyone involved. In addition, alleged insiders claimed that Doechii's team leveraged predictive cultural analytics to align her music and content with emerging trends. Every single music video and visual element was supposedly analyzed to ensure resonance with audiences across multiple demographics. Fans noticed uncanny timing in her releases, with spikes in engagement appearing to coincide with viral trends or cultural conversations. Emotions ran high as the community debated the implications of this precision, discussing whether it enhanced her credibility or pointed to calculated manipulation. Fans are shocked because it framed her career as a carefully guided operation rather than a series of spontaneous successes. The narrative grew even more layered as speculation about Doechii's public persona intensified. Allegedly, her interviews, social media presence, and public statements were strategically designed to maintain relatability while projecting influence. Fans dissected her tone, word choices, and interaction patterns, searching for hidden signals about the guiding forces behind her rise. Emotions ran high as fan channels created timelines, comparisons, and analyses to track shifts in her presentation over time. Fans are shocked because it suggested that her persona itself, the part of her fans connect with, was as much a product of careful orchestration as her music or collaborations. Alleged insider leaks also suggested that Doechii's trajectory involved subtle coordination with media outlets. Interviews, features, and profiles were strategically placed to reinforce the narrative of an emerging powerhouse, ensuring that her story reached audiences in a controlled and impactful way. Fans noticed consistent patterns across platforms and outlets, reinforcing the perception that her rise was guided by a calculated strategy rather than left to chance. Emotions ran high because this implied that every aspect of her visibility, from social media to traditional media coverage, had been meticulously planned. Fans are shocked because the depth of this coordination suggested an almost cinematic approach to her career, blending authenticity, strategy, and influence seamlessly. Finally, the narrative suggested that Doechii's team was continuously evolving their strategy to respond to new trends, fan reactions, and emerging opportunities. Allegedly, every viral moment, new collaboration, or media feature was analyzed and adapted to maximize cultural impact. Fans are shocked because it appeared that her rise was a dynamic, multi-layered process, with strategy guiding each step while still allowing room for genuine talent and creativity to shine. Emotions ran high as the fan base followed every move, trying to decode the orchestration behind her ascent and debating which elements were organic versus engineered. By the conclusion of this stage, the story of Doechii's rise had become a complex, multifaceted saga. Fans are shocked because what initially seemed like a simple story of talent and luck had evolved into a narrative of meticulous orchestration, strategic guidance, and cultural engineering. Emotions ran high as followers, reaction channels, and online communities dissected every aspect of her career, creating a fan base both captivated and divided. The family of fans remained on edge, eagerly anticipating the next move, wondering how much of her success was driven by talent, how much by strategy, and what surprises might still be in store as this carefully engineered rise continued to unfold. All right, listen up. After everything we've broken down about Doechii, the viral moments, the calculated collaborations, the social media maneuvers, and the industry whispers, it's clear that her rise isn't just about luck. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the family of followers is still divided over what's real and what's orchestrated. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think Doechii's success is pure talent, a brilliant marketing strategy, or a mix of both? Drop your opinions in the comments below because we want to know what you're seeing behind the curtain. And if you're still trying to process all the insider info, the timing of the viral posts, and the subtle backstage drama, hit that like button to show you're following every twist and turn. Don't forget to subscribe because we're breaking down every next-level move in real time. From sneaky industry pushes to the kind of collaborations that leave fans shook. Share this video with friends who think they know the story, because the deeper you dig, the more mind-blowing the details get. Finally, stay tuned for our next breakdown. With Doechii's career seemingly guided by unseen hands and calculated moves, who knows what will happen next? One post, one feature, or one viral moment could change the game entirely. So engage, comment, like, subscribe, and be part of the conversation. Your take could be the missing piece in figuring out whether Doechii's rise is the ultimate masterclass in talent or the most orchestrated push the industry has ever seen. Don't sleep on it. This story is just getting started.